Oh man, once again it's on. What's up, bro? What's
Already.
the deal? Another
Oh.
table of consequence.
You already know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Got our feet up. Got our guests in the building. You know what I'm saying? First, we got to, pay our respects to the sponsors. You know what I mean? Of course, shout out to Flex Fitness. Shout out to Yoha Helping Hands, Self-Preparatory Academy, that Wash Bar. You know what I'm saying? And my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to let you shout him out. You know what I'm talking
my
about?
man Chemo, Signature Films. It's been a dope relationship from the very start. The crazy thing about Chemo, we go way back to when we was doing the fit camps in Happy Hollow Playground.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we wound up. He was the guy who.
Oh, he was behind the camera.
That was the guy who was behind the camera. Yeah, I mean when we did a fit camp, and it's been love ever since. We had got a little disconnected, got reacquainted from another friend of mine, and we've been hitting it off ever since.
Right.
Yeah. He's been on the payroll ever since. Let's keep it
right, that part.
Yeah,
man.
Let's keep it a
let's put everything. Let's put
everything. He's been on the payroll.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
He's been on the payroll ever since. You know what I mean?
Because
respect.
Because we see, you know what I mean, he got disconnected because you know what I mean, you wasn't calling him about that paper, so he done got lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
with that being said, I always like to acknowledge my sons on the back moral, so we can keep their names in lights because it's only right, they can't never forget them. So to my right we got my son Gerald Stewart, who died at the age of 23 from gun violence in Philadelphia. Then you got my nephew Omar Vasquez, who passed away in Philadelphia at the age of 18 from a car accident. Then you got right next to him with the red bow tie, my junior, Mookman Jenkins, who died in Philadelphia from gun violence as well at the age of 18. And right next to him, we got my other son, Montrell Stewart, who died from gun violence as well at the age of 26. It's real in the field, bruh.
Consequences,
table of consequences. We'd always like to take a moment and just, be present, because it's real, you know what I mean? Obviously, I go through my ups and downs every single day about it. And, we always talk, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep each other on the right page. This is a great platform and there's a purpose behind it. Like, we just ain't lollygagging, shucking and jiving and just, putting a podcast out there because we can. I mean, it's worth it, you know what I mean? It's worth, their lives, obviously it's worth our lives and the people that's watching. How you feel, bruh?
Oh man, I got my feet up. Before I got here, I didn't slice my finger off, man. Trying to be helpful. I came downstairs, my wife cooked. Yeah, we got a house full of guests, and she cooked for everybody. And I come downstairs, I see all the dishes in there. I try to be helpful. I went straight at it, cleaned all the dishes. I go to clean the air fryer. Air fryer got some sharp thing underneath. Yeah, we might have to look into that too. Got some sharp under thing that's just hanging. I'm sitting there cleaning it out. I slit up that joint. When I did like that, the white took my whole. I probably gotta go get it checked out after this though.
Yeah, please.
But man. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing I thought about is, damn, you always suffer when you be helpful. Yeah. You always got to be the one that suffer. You know what I'm saying? But I wrap myself up and shout around here real quick.
Yeah, appreciate
you know what I'm saying? You already know.
Oh, man, let's get into it with the meat, steak, and potatoes, what we here for, bruh. Man, listen. This my boy right here, man. I mean, we from like snot, from like knee highs to a grasshopper, and I'm going to let him introduce himself, but my guy Ike, you know what I'm saying? I know, make it official. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know who you is. And then we're going to get into some questions, and that way you can get into your story.
Ike, from Nicetown. I've been around. A lot of people know me. A lot of people respect me. I respect a lot of people. I'm just thankful to be here, man. It's my guy here, man, from childhood, man. I mean, I was in the belly of the beast, man. We rode the roads to see us.
Right.
The angels ride the roads. We put himself in the line to see us. Yeah, because what was to be up there? He came anyway.
Right.
Bus. What can I say, man?
Right.
Another great friend, man. Real dudes, man.
Right.
Talk about consequences, man. They know about them, they experienced, they lived them, and they made it through it.
Mm.
That's the biggest thing. They made it through it.
Right.
So what he doing here, man, is really, man, just gotta give out free game.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Giving out free game, man.
Yeah, man.
That's all
Free
it's
game.
about, though, man. You know, there's a lot of folks, you know, from our walks of life, man, that's really suffering, and you know, we got the, you know, the knowledge to free them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To let them know, like, you know, the reward that they chasing is so minute. You know,
sure.
when you get to the treasure, you realize it has no value really.
It ain't
It don't weigh nothing. You know, that's what we here to talk about. You dig? So, you know, my first question to you, man, is you know, the first time you got arrested for your case, how old were you?
I was 17.
17 years old.
17.
You was like one of the first juvenile lifers, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I was one of the first. They had some juvenile lifers back in the 60s and 70s.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm
You
saying,
know,
remember the terminology juvenile lifers came out.
Right, that came out years later.
Years later. After
Years
that.
later, you know, at first we was all just lifers.
Yeah.
But once guys started fighting in the court system, they had to reclassify ourselves.
Right.
And separate ourselves from the other lifers.
Mm-hmm.
We was a different class of lifers.
Right,
We
exactly.
were juveniles. So that term came about to create the separation.
Yeah,
You know, because, you know, kids are inherently different than adults. You know, some lifers didn't like that. Some was mad about it. End of the day, it had to be done.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we was kids compared to somebody that was 30, 40 years old
Yeah.
when they caught their case. So we had to make the separation based on the brain science from Steinberg
Yeah.
that kids not fully developed until 25, 26 years old.
Yeah, facts.
You know, so that's how that term came about.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
So when I got locked up, we was termed super predators.
Yeah.
That was a term coined during the Clinton administration. That young black men were super dangerous, hopped up on drugs, and couldn't be trusted and need to be locked away.
Yeah, facts.
You remember how they cleaned the streets with us. Them 90s, man, they did a sweep.
Yeah.
Got us out of that joint,
yeah.
man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Yeah. The 90s, that was Renzo, during the Renzo
I know,
era.
Rizzo
that
No, it was
the
like the
80s.
70s.
Rizzo was the 70s, 80s,
70s,
Rizzo.
80s,
And
yeah.
this era was Lynn Abraham.
Yeah, oh yeah, Len Abraham, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So she
she certified me.
Yeah, well, she was marked the most deadly DA in the country.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
certified me.
Everything was
Yeah,
death penalty.
she was
Yeah,
vicious.
yeah.
I went to death penalty phase. I had the whole
Yeah.
hearing and all that.
Yeah. I've
No.
been through it.
Alhamdulillah, I ain't get the death penalty, but I went through the
Right.
whole process.
Right.
Yeah. I've been
Yeah,
through
I
it.
mean-
Bro been through it too.
Yeah, hey man, you know how that process
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
we all
John
been
when
through it.
when it's called what's that paper they send you? Aggravated circumstances.
Yeah,
That paper they send you, I'm
Mhm.
telling you why they going for the death
No doubt.
penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Because your crime was committed during this other act. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
it's such a
Yeah,
heinous crime.
Right.
You know,
and
that
then
you to be put to death.
Right. And you sit back and you read that, you be like, oh, these motherfuckers ain't playing.
They ain't playing. They ain't playing,
These
man.
motherfuckers ain't playing.
I can tell you, when I got my life sentence after the death penalty phase, one person was like, "Nah, I'm not getting death penalty."
Dang.
You know, you got to be unanimous.
Right.
That one person kept me off the row.
Dang.
One person. Yeah, I mean, kept me off the row. Now, for years, I was like, what jury was it?
Yeah.
The old white lady.
Yeah, that's
Right.
The old white lady was like, I'm not putting them in a row.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and they gave me life, which is in itself a death sentence, but you're not
Yeah,
locked in
yeah.
all day.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like they used to be.
Yeah.
You know, that was a blessing, bit to move around, maneuver, do
Yeah.
things like that inside the penitentiary. Couldn't do the things from death row.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey.
You still was 17?
No, when I went to trial, I was
You
19.
turned 19? Yeah.
19 went to trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So when you went up top, you went right to population.
straight to population.
Damn.
Well, when I
Man.
came to the, I actually from North Carolina. You know, we got this happening. You know, we immediately
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
You know, but like everybody, when they leave, they go home.
Yeah.
I'm from South Carolina originally,
Yeah.
so I took my dumb ass home.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they wasn't gonna find me down
Yeah.
there.
Right.
Right.
So, got caught in North Carolina. I started back to Pennsylvania. When I came back, I was 18, so I went straight to
Home
Holmesburg.
to it, yeah.
Right.
You know, everybody in Holmesburg, that was the Terror Dome.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that joint, man, they ain't care who you was.
Oh, no.
You can have 20 homicides, they gonna try you. It ain't matter, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, coming through that joint, man, prepared me for penitentiary.
Yeah.
I remember sitting down that joint, man, always telling me, like, listen, let me holler at you for a second. Get ready for the penitentiary, bro. He said, you ain't beating this. He said, I'm gonna be honest with you, ain't no lie to you, man. I'm doing your paperwork, you know what I mean? We got the same lawyer. He's like, you can't beat this. I'm not saying don't fight, because miracles can happen.
Yeah, right.
He said, but like you beating this joint, damn near you having a baby. Those exact words.
Dang.
You know. So
Yeah.
I knew I was cooked.
Right.
Yeah.
This was one of the legal boys that came from Graysford on a pill. He'd been studying law for 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, I asked my lawyer, I said, straight up, what's my likelihood of beating this case? He said, Mr. Jones, it ain't good.
Right.
He said, I'm not going to lie to you. He said, they got too much evidence.
Yeah.
Our witnesses, it don't look good. You know, so my mind started preparing for going up top. You know, but also, I still had in my mind that I'll get an appeal, be home in a couple years.
Mm.
You know, doing juvenile bits.
Yeah.
You know, people say, "Yo, where your next home pass?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Nigga, I'm in Graysford. Ain't no home passes.
Yeah,
Nigga, I'm in state penitentiary. Ain't no home passes up here." So you know, but I wasn't prepared for it though when I got up top.
Yeah.
When I got upstate, I'm at always cut my hair at Camp Hill. You know, I say, "Oh, how much time you got in?" He said, 37 years. 37 years.
Yeah.
This is 95.
Yeah.
I've been locked up doing some change.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that shit just hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
Like, they mean that shit,
They
man.
mean it. Yeah. Life, they mean
This
it.
ain't a game, yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
You know, we still wild. We still young.
Still
Run-
wild.
you know, running through the joint, doing what we
running
do.
through the jail. You know.
So.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy when you just said that, it made me think about my mindset when I realized that I was going up top.
Mm.
You know, I immediately started gelling with the guys who I knew was going with me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, you know, for those guys that was inside, you know, the county that I felt like had a chance to go home,
Right.
I ain't care nothing about them. Like
Yeah.
and that was just a mindset to have, man. You know, and it's blessing to see you actually make it out from having a life sentence. You know, my next question is, obviously you had a rappy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You know.
did you get caught first or your rappy got caught first?
I'm going to tell you a crazy story about that shit, right? We get cooked in North Carolina.
Right.
Now, you know my rappy.
Yeah.
This nigga's, he not going to say his name for shit. He's just going to sit there and be quiet.
Yeah.
But we got locked up. I had my cousin with me. And my cousin hollered out, his name, D. Jones, he wanted in Philadelphia. I'm like, what the fuck?
Thanks.
So I'm like, what the hell, man? Yeah, I mean. So they was like, yo, what's your little friend name? Little friend? This nigga 3 years older than me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gave him alias for him. So he was 15. Because by then, you know, I'm sitting in the tank. People telling me down there, when you're 16, you're automatically certified. So I said he was 15. So we went to what they call a probable cause hearing. The juvenile people walked in, took the cuffs off him, and walked him out. I was sitting there so happy seeing him walk at that joint. Because I know when my prince come back,
It's a rap.
it's a wrap.
Right.
But at least he got a chance to get out. They walked out no handcuffs on. So I'm down in North Carolina for maybe 2.5 months before they figured out who I was. Because we got locked up on Saturday night. The person that run the fingerprints, we in a small town called Salisbury. That person ain't come back to run the prints till Monday. When he came back, he never ran the weekend prints. So I'm sitting down in that joint, just going through these gun cases. So they offered me 3.5 to 7. Yeah, 3.5 to 7, which down there is like 7 months in jail. So I'm taking that plea. I'm gonna walk out this joint. Yeah, I mean, they came to my cell, was like, hey, what's up, Ike? I'm like, oh shit. The jig's up.
The
yeah,
gig's up, yeah.
Mind you, it's been 3.5 months. So I'm like, my Cody finna, he gotta be gone. He had to get away.
Where was he at?
In a youth home.
He was in a youth
Like Slayton Farms. You can walk away.
He ain't walk
He
away.
chill.
He stayed there.
Wow.
We went to court. I looked at him. I said, I should bust you in the mouth, man. I was pissed.
He thought he was hiding from up top.
Because my what got me through was my man got away.
Right, yeah.
He got a little more run in him, yeah.
Right.
I mean, whole time you sit in the youth home. You know, say they had him on the paper in that joint, mastermind criminal, hires a youth home, wanted for homicide.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all the papers down that joint.
Damn.
Yeah, they tried to get a judge off the bench. How you think this boy was a juvenile? Look at him. How you think he was a juvenile?
Right.
Damn.
So we came back, we had to try to back up here.
Yeah,
you know,
got
so
extradited, right. Mm-hmm.
you know, but like during my resentencing, we had a resentencing hearing. You know, my whole thing during resentencing was that, you know, Your Honor, this ain't fair. I said, I'm about to go home and I did this shit. I did this money. He just happened to be there. He didn't know what was going down. He was just there. Literally ain't do shit. Wallahi. I did everything on that joint. The murder and aggravated assault. He actually just was there. Yeah, I mean, because he was there, they gave him felony murder. They gave him life in 17 to 35.
Damn.
You know, and I'm home. He's still sitting in that joint. Ashley ain't do nothing.
Right.
What the justice at in that, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so I did affidavits for him. You know, I did what I could do to help him get him out. You know, I'm still trying to help him get him out. You know what I mean? Because he shouldn't be in there.
So your rap be still in?
He's still in.
And you the one that did it.
I know who did it. I'm
but
home.
you home.
Because I was a juvenile.
Yeah, because you was a juvenile.
Only reason. Only reason. Other than that, I'll still be sitting in that joint doing life for 50 years. Yeah, I mean.
That's a blessing, bro. How long you been home?
May 7 made 5 years, man.
Damn, that's what's up.
May 7
bro.
made 5 years, man.
Yeah. I remember when I heard you came home, man. I was like, praise be to God, bro.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was. I ain't
Listen,
gonna lie.
man.
Right.
I said, that's unbelievable.
When that law changed, right? I told people, right, in 2005, they had Simmons versus that Simmons case, which said you can't give juvenile a life sentence. I mean, I'm sorry, you can't juvenile as the death penalty.
Okay.
They took them all off death row. And I read the opinion. The opinion was based on Steinberg, the brain science, the frontal lobe. I'm telling people in 2005, yo, this gonna get us out of here. They're like, man, that shit don't apply to y'all. I filed an appeal on that joint and everything. They say it's not applicable, but I got it on record. Said this gonna be out. Because we're juveniles too. So it's mine not developed. I was not either.
Yeah, right.
You know, so you know I was doing things out of prison I can do to get out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just upped my ante, started doing more. You know, then 2010, a decision came, Graham versus Miller came down. That was the Florida case, which said that you couldn't give a juvenile life for non-homicide offense. I said, okay, the needle moving.
The needle moving.
Then 2012, Alabama came down. We said you can't give juvenile a mandatory life sentence. And it was like, there we go.
Yeah, traction.
Here we go.
We got some traction
Yeah, I
now,
mean,
baby.
You know, it took 7 more years.
Right.
Walked out that door, man.
Damn.
As did, you know, like you said, 100 some juveniles before me.
Yeah.
Right.
Only because they was trying to find a witness on my case.
Yeah.
The witnesses on my case wouldn't come forward for the resentencing. They wanted to give them opportunity to come forward. They wanted to speak. So they finally gave me an offer, which was time served. They gave me a court date. I'm hyped up, can't sleep. You know, I'm getting this life sentence off me. I get down there. They was like, Mr. Jones, we got to postpone your hearing. I'm like, what's going on? Well, the witness came forward last night. They want to speak now. You know, I let my Shaka Johnson, my attorney, you know, no problem with that, brother. Give them the right to speak. I took their loved one. If they want to speak, they got that right. I'm not going to deny them that. So I got to wait another 2-3 months to go to court. I'm fine with that. You know, the judge was like, no, we're gonna get you a little sooner. He said his attitude was so terrific, you know, we're gonna get him a little sooner. So I went to court 2 weeks later.
Dang.
Right.
You know, they came, you know, both families came and they spoke. They said their piece. You know, and I said my piece. You know, and the judge was like, you know, at the end I heard, you know, I'm gonna go to DA's recommendation, give him 26 and a half to life, which was time served. You know, but that wasn't the end of it though. I get back upstate, I get my new status sheet. It was like Christmas morning. That shit said parole eligible. Listen, I looked at that joint literally for like 3 hours straight.
Damn.
Because I'm looking at it. Because the first one said life for no parole.
Damn.
This one said life for parole. Said immediately parole eligible. So now months go by, I'm like, man, I ain't see parole, see nobody yet.
Right.
What the fuck is going on?
Right.
I go see my counselor. She was like, parole said they ain't got no information on you. I said, here's right here.
Wow.
Shit got lost in the paperwork.
Wow.
So the jail was like, listen, don't worry about it, we got you. I went through the whole parole process in 15 days. Pre-parole, parole, got my parole date, came back. I seen the parole on Tuesday, I got it back on Thursday. It's immediate release.
Unheard of, though.
Unheard of.
Unheard of.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
see
tell
the
you,
parole, get it back 2 days
It's
parole.
down to 4. You
It
know
ain't-
how long it
listen,
take you to see the
but
parole?
it ain't feel real.
Right, then it
Ain't
feel like
feel
you was
real.
in like you was in the
Ain't feel
old.
Listen, the
The
very
Matrix.
next day, get called down to parole again. I'm sitting there on the bench waiting to go back there. Now we were Phoenix. sitting there, I'm like, they're gonna take my parole date back.
Right.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right. This ain't feel real. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, do I got any case I gotta worry about? I'm like, nah. In the case I had, they got limitations on them. They can't try me for that shit.
Right.
I ain't got no more bodies. They can't try me for that shit. Yeah, I mean, so I'm thinking about like any other cases I got. Yeah, I mean, I get back there, the parole agent, she crying. I'm like, I already know. She's like, hi. I was like, you said you're crying. This ain't feel right. Like, we don't know what's going on, but they revoked your parole. I'm like, cool. We found out what's going on. So that was January of 2019. It took till May to find out what happened. The parole board was shifted. You know, every 2 years they get new members.
Yeah.
And the family asked that I get travel restrictions. Like, y'all gonna let him out, but don't leave my neighborhoods though. And I can respect that.
Yeah.
You know, I just say I can't go to Ben Salem, Paoli, and Roxborough. Fuck is Paoli? I don't know where that's anyway.
Right.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, so when I get down that joint, sign new paperwork, then it felt real.
Right.
And I came that following Tuesday.
Damn.
You know, I seen the same day.
Right.
See you the same day, baby. Yeah, I mean, so you know, it was tribulations going through, man. But you know, you patient for 2.5 years, you can be patient for a couple more months, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, so
all in all, you did 27 years straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the viewers will know that you did
Yeah.
27 years
yeah,
straight.
Life sentence.
life sentence, man.
And for the viewers, you know, in Pennsylvania, at one time, life meant life.
No, it still do.
It still mean life.
It still mean life.
It just ain't
Dang.
applying for the
You know,
juveniles.
Just for the juveniles. Right.
But the thing with juveniles is that the law say it can't be a mandatory life without parole.
Yeah.
So they can still give you life as a juvenile.
You're right.
They got to do like a penalty phase to give it to you.
Right. Okay.
You know, in this climate we're in now, like Crash is not seeking life without parole for nobody.
Yeah.
You're not seeking
Right,
it. You know,
correct.
that don't mean that the next person coming in
Yeah.
won't seek it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
after the
yeah.
calm, you know, you get a storm.
You definitely get a storm.
We got a little calm now with SDA in office. You know, he's being fair and administering justice.
Right.
Who say what the next one's going to do?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we might get another Abraham.
Yeah.
Then everybody's truly fucked. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no doubt. So, you know, along the questionnaire and where we at now, I think it's important that we ask, like, you know, during your 27 years inside, you know, how was life for you, like, in regards to family? You know what I mean? Did you lose some family members, friends, stuff like that? You know, so for some of the viewers that's watching, they can understand, like, you know, being taken away from your freedom
yeah.
in such a degree, you're possibly gonna lose some loved ones.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? A lot of people don't be realizing that right away,
Exactly.
and that hurt.
Exactly.
Like,
you
know
know,
what I mean?
my first loss was Tamar. You know, one of our childhood friends, man.
Right.
My guy, man.
Taylor,
That was my guy.
One that got killed at the gas station.
yeah, right down the street, right there by Windham Avenue.
Yeah,
The gas
95,
station,
Yeah,
man.
right down the street from the
Right.
gas station.
You know,
By the
I was,
you know where the steps at with the like
The
you
cop
going up
boy
on-
did it right.
Yeah, cop.
Got
Yeah.
you. I got you. Yeah.
You know, I
dark
was-
skin Tamar
Exactly,
used to be with.
man.
You know what I mean?
exactly. I was at Camp Hill. You know, I just talked to
Damn.
him. Literally just talked to him.
He was Action Jackson.
I hop on the phone. I call Shai. Shai, like, I tell you something, what's up? I was like, damn, you kidding me, man? That was actually the second loss. First was Cool. Cool got killed.
Yeah, I remember him.
Cool
Yeah,
got killed.
Yeah.
You know, that was actually the first one. I was at Holmes when that happened.
Mm.
You know, then Tamar. You know, then, you know, you get upstate. You know, as time goes on, man, people fade away.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
family members, man, that love me to death. I ain't see my whole bit.
Right.
Damn.
I ain't see my cousins my whole bit.
Right.
These my cousins you see every weekend.
Right.
At your house, you at their
your crib,
house.
right.
Y'all going together, vacations together,
You ain't seen him the whole
the
27
whole
years.
time.
Damn, that hurt.
Seeing
I
them
got a
talk
cousin
to 'em.
like that.
That hurt.
We grew up
man.
like brother and sister.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. I
That
get
hurt.
it.
you know.
I get
So,
it.
you know, then in 2012, you know, I met my wife. You know, love of my life. You know,
Yeah.
you know that's my
Y'all
soldier.
still
man.
together?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
She did my last. She did my last stretch with me, man. She ain't going
She
nowhere.
did your last what? She did your last what?
My
with you?
last 9. She ain't going
Yeah.
nowhere.
Hell, that's
She
nasty.
ain't- listen, we locked in for life.
Yeah,
I
right.
just gave her the ring.
I
I just
respect
gave her the
that.
ring. Took
Yeah.
the Kayla, popped the ring on her.
Tell
Yeah,
my
that's
youngin'
like,
that.
yeah.
I was trying to tell him. I be telling my youngin' that. Like, when somebody find you dead in the water, man,
Yeah.
and
you
put some
can't
life
give up
back
on
in you.
that.
No doubt.
Don't let this street stuff
Listen,
get you
man.
pull the wool over
She
your eyes,
traveled
man.
them roads, man. You know, them winding roads late at night, going to
Yeah,
transport visit.
yeah,
You know, I know where she at with it.
right.
No matter what happened,
Yeah.
when I was in the mud, they ain't had nothing. Had life without parole. She stood tall.
She's bringing that hope to you.
You know what I mean? And
that's
she,
all.
you know, and not only that, she took care of my mom. My mom had bone cancer.
Damn. Take
She
care of
used to
your
fly to
mom.
North Carolina, South Carolina to see my mom all the time. I seen my mom 2 weeks before she died because she brought her up here.
Dang.
I can see my mom.
That's major.
You know, like that's my love, man.
Right.
Like she kept it together for the family. Like most of the family I'm in communication with now, because she made them bridges.
Made sure.
She made them bridges. Yeah, I mean, you know, so yeah, like that you can't lose a woman like that. You'll be a fool too. You know, so but in 2012, I talked to my mom on the phone. Now she knew the decision came down that I actually was gonna come home. You know, I talked to her on the phone. She died on Tuesday. I talked to her that Monday.
Dang.
Her exact words, I never forget it because it's still playing in my head. He said, "Baby, I'm so happy you coming home." He's like, "You got a woman in your life that love you almost as much as I do. Hold on to her."
Man,
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
major.
she's like, "I'm at peace right now."
Right.
And she died the next night.
Dang.
Now, and I forget, I'm sitting in my cell. It's 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Captain Campbell
Yeah.
come open my door and sit on my bed. You know, he said, "He holler at you." So what's up? He said, "Come on, let's go to that dining room." So he took me out the cell 3, 4 in the morning. We said, I said, "Cap already know, man." He just hugged me, man. He said, "Whatever you need."
Yeah.
You know? So whatever you need, you know. So I was at peace knowing my mom knew I was coming home.
Oh, yeah.
Right. For sure.
You know, she knew that son was going to die in prison.
Right. It's
You know,
major.
but the kicker was couldn't attend the funeral.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't give her rights.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one of the things you deal with while you're in prison.
Right.
My grandmom died, who was like my second mother to me,
Right.
and I couldn't be there for her. You know, you were in prison, man. Your loved ones suffer with you.
Yeah.
That's the guys don't understand. I see young boys all the time disrespecting their mother. Like we never disrespect our mother verbally.
Nah.
That wasn't our era.
Scared to death too.
But our actions disrespected them.
But
Right.
But not listening to them.
Right.
We ain't listen.
Mm-hmm.
These young boys now, they got the action and,
And
the
the
verbal.
Yeah.
You know,
And we didn't understand that the action was attached to the disrespect. We didn't
Exactly.
understand that part.
exactly.
You know,
man.
we just felt like
we never
we're
cursed in front of you.
we're
We
not disrespecting them. You know what I mean? Right in front of them. So
exactly.
but now that we're a little
Exactly.
older, we understand.
You understand
that,
that, man.
Right.
You know, so you know, and that's the thing, man. I try to young boys now that I mentor. I go up to jails monthly. Camp Hill, Chester, Greene County, Forest, Fayette. And I talk to the young boys I mentor, like, yo, y'all gonna come home eventually.
Right.
Some of y'all got 20 to 40s, not the end of the world.
Right.
You know, it could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
You know, but prepare to come home though. When I went in that joint, man, when I finally figured it out, because of Gary Bates,
Yeah.
Ed Bates, can't think of Gary Bates. You know, Bates on me and Nell. He said, "I like what y'all doing." He's like, y'all young boys, all right. So I'm gonna step back from NWCP and let y'all take over. Just do me one favor. I said, "What's that, Bates? Never throw me away.
Right.
Keep me in the loop.
Right.
Let me advise y'all. 'Cause I've been doing this shit for Bates had at that time about 30 years.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
Right.
you know, we never threw him away. To this day, we never threw him away. This day, I send him money, he called,
Yeah.
I got you.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, because he threw his lifeline, man. The organizational work,
Yeah.
he threw us a lifeline, man.
It's something you said, man, that's profound. You said you go up there and you tell the guys it's not the end of the world. Prepare to come home.
Right.
And it's crazy is when you said that, it made me think about a few people that I know that I'm close to. And they did the 15s, the 16s, the 20s. And while they were doing it, their whole fight was just, I want to come home, I want to come home, I want to come home. Now it's like some of them just stay home and they lost out this joint. Because they never they was in the fight to get out, but they was never preparing what they were going to do when they get out here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And life not what they envisioned.
Exactly.
So now they out here lost.
Yeah.
But they think they in the sauce, but they
lost.
They stuck in the matrix
Yeah.
for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's for anybody, any of the viewers that's listening, it's okay, you know, fight to get out.
Right.
But you also have to prepare. What are you going to do once you get out? Once you
Exactly.
get blessed with that opportunity, you also have to have your list of things that you're working on that you want to accomplish.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because
man.
the gate gonna get open.
No doubt.
God willing, the gate gonna crack
Yeah.
open, and you want it to stay open. Because what we do, we go back to what we know.
Exactly.
We go back to what we comfortable.
Exactly.
Even if that means I gotta go back and do another stretch.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And after a while, those stretches gonna meet you at the graveyard eventually.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Keep
You know,
doing stretch after stretch after stretch after stretch.
You know, you see,
putting age on you. You know what I'm saying?
We all see them. It's crazy. 'Cause I never had a problem with PVs coming back. Some people hate them fucking PVs, this, that. I say, I don't hate them. I want to find out what they doing
What
wrong.
they doing wrong, right? So I don't do it.
Exactly.
when
It
it's
can
my
be
show.
corrected.
Right.
You know, my PO a dickhead. Why is he a dickhead?
Yeah, right.
What are you doing to make him be a dickhead? I had a problem with no POs I've been home.
Right.
Not a problem, not an issue. Nothing.
Yeah.
Because how you present to them.
Right.
And how you carry yourself. They're going to respect it.
Even a problem,
I mean?
even a problem I had with a PO, I stood on man time with him.
Yeah.
You just got, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
stood on man time
Yeah.
with him, and he ain't had, you know what he did? He respected it.
You're going to respect it.
After it was over for me and him,
Yeah.
he shook my hand. He said, "Man, you one of a kind." That's what he
No
said
doubt.
to me.
You know, men respect men.
Men respect men, right?
You know, end of the day, they got a job to do.
Right.
Respect the job. Respect that I know what I got to do to stay out of your way.
Yeah,
Inside the penitentiary, we do what? That nut ass guard, stay out of his way.
Right. Stay out his way.
Avoid him. Did PO out here? Ask what PO. I said, listen, what I need to do to stay out of your way. He said, Mr. Jones, don't get locked up. He said, don't give me a dirty urine. Yeah, I mean, he said, if you leave the country, go somewhere, just let me know.
Right.
He said, other than that, we won't be fine.
We gonna be
He said,
fine.
you working already. You know, I was inside, we was doing real street talk.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was doing grown, my organization, that my personal organization with my brother. So we already set up stuff on the outside. And I came home, I was in payroll the next day,
Yeah.
doing reentry work.
That's mean.
You know, so it's stuff with Big Shannon.
Yeah.
You know, this stuff on the inside, we set up on the outside.
Right.
Yeah.
So coming home, we home right to employment. It wasn't a waiting game. I used to tell you all the time, in that soft landing, that support system is important coming home.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have a good support system, man. You know, if you don't got one, build one.
Build
yeah.
one.
You
Exactly.
got to build one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and I was blessed, you know, to be inside, have a good support system.
Right.
When I came home, had you, Hike,
Yeah.
little buddy, big buddy, you know, all the homies, man, I grew up
Right.
with.
Yeah.
That's one thing about Nicetown I can say. No disrespect to other parts of the city,
Right.
but we got our day ones.
Yeah.
And we still tight.
Right.
Yeah.
We still fuck with each other.
Yeah.
We never slimed each other. We still tight. So coming home, the love was there.
Yeah.
You know, I was cool. I was able, man, the bread I got from the streets to pit up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just bought the first house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, like we was able to make moves because the love people showed me.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and that came from being inside, not being angry,
Yeah.
not being bitter. You know, because at the end of the day, I put myself in this joint.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't hold bitterness in my heart.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna look at the young boys that come through. I'm gonna look out for y'all much as I can. I'm gonna give the game that Sharif and them gave me. Shakur gave me. Bates gave me. They gave me some real game. It was my responsibility then to pass all the young boys that come through. So when y'all doing y'all time, you can do it the right way. It is the right way to do your time. Some niggas do it wrong. They in the hole, fighting, stabbing, all that bullshit. You just wasting your time. All they gonna do is throw you in that cell. The young boy told the guard, I ain't locking in. I said, young boy, you see for a second. Hold on, let me talk to him. I said, you gonna lock in on this block or down the hole. But you gonna lock in somewhere. Like, this is a fight you can't win.
Yeah, right.
There's too many of them.
Too many of them.
Yeah, I mean, young boy said, I'm gonna lock in. You know, he came home 2 years ago. That's my man. He doing great. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
UPS, delivering pay, he doing his thing.
Right.
You know, because we talked every day. And I was able to get through to him. You know, but young boy, not a chump, none of that shit. We understood that you can't win this. You know that, right? You know,
Right.
you fight the system. You can't beat the system.
Right.
You know, so it's just those things, man. I try to impart on the people out here now. Like, they got a place for everybody. Like, and they ready to come through. I'm telling you, they going through it. They gonna clean these streets with these young boys, man. Like, they gonna set them away 20, 30 years. It's coming. I know it's coming, man. So we seen it happen before with us.
Right.
Yeah.
For
We
sure.
seen it. Like, we seen this movie before.
And he seen the
Same movie. It's running again.
It's running again.
It's going to have the same ending.
I tell when people come home from prison and they be like, give me some advice. You know what I tell them? Get any type of job, get a license, and slow down on getting somebody you call your lady.
Yeah.
Because what happens is a lot of people go back to the penitentiary over that woman.
Number one cause.
Say it again.
Number one cause.
Right.
It's a woman.
And
Do the research.
I understood that.
Number one cause.
Right. And I understood that. And even though I had a woman, you know what I mean, I was blessed to know how to navigate around a lot of the bull crap.
Right.
But what I realized was she read a letter that I wrote somebody in jail, like, yeah, man, don't come home to no woman. And I left it on the table and she read it. She was like, oh, that's how you really feel? I was like, yeah. I said, because what happens is we take on all their baggage. And sometimes we take on that saying, what is called Captain Save-A-Ho.
Yeah.
We want to save them. They going through their shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
And we going through our own shit. For one,
a lot of shit.
You know what I mean? I went to jail when I was 5 days after I turned 18. Then I'm damn near 30. I'm coming home.
Right.
And I was living in the basement when I
never had a bank account.
Right. Never had none of that
bills.
shit. Right.
Yeah.
Never had a license. Never had a.
Right.
Don't even know how to deal with my emotions correctly on the street.
Exactly.
I got to deal with all this and deal with your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And deal with all the games you play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to wind up doing. I'm going to wind up getting frustrated. Then me and you going to wind up going through something.
Yeah.
Now I'm wind up be back in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? So that was the advice, you know, that's the advice I still get us to this day.
When I got paroled, they paroled me home, right? To my home plan. Me and my wife talked about it. She said, babe, I don't think she'll move with me right away.
That was major.
He said, I love you. We together. He said, but you come right to my home right away from penitentiary might not be a good idea.
Right.
And I was like, fuck you talking about? Now I thought about it. I said, you might be right.
Right. Seriously.
I see niggas, they go home with they baby mom crib, girl they been in jail crib. It don't work out.
Don't work out.
So I chose to come home and go to the halfway house. That was my decision.
Right.
You know, and I did furloughs the house on the weekends.
Right.
You know, and
baby stuff.
Right.
Learned
when I came home,
right.
you know, she had a 13-year-old daughter, which I knew her since she was 3.
Right.
You know, so it was getting her used to being around. Getting used to, you know, them having a man in the house.
Right.
So for 6 months, that's what we did. Then it was like, babe, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. You know, then we moved in together.
Right.
But we took them baby steps, man.
It's major.
Get to know each other. Because I don't know you out here. You don't know me out here.
For sure.
You can be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I could be a piece of shit. I could be a dirt ball. You could be a dirt ball. I don't know.
Right.
You know, let's figure this shit out. And that's how we did it.
Right.
You know, and 5 years later, you know, we about to get married. Everything is straight.
Yeah,
Right.
You know, so we bought our first house together.
Yeah, that's mean.
So that's great advice.
Right.
You know, one thing a PO just told a group I was at yesterday. She told the group, she said, why do you niggas, these are exact words, why do you niggas tell these girls you on parole? They ain't none of her fucking business.
Right.
Because first you're going to do is you do something she don't like.
Use it
they
as a
gonna
weapon.
Call me
They gonna call
and say
them,
you threatened me.
Yeah.
Now I got to take your ass back.
Damn.
That was her words. That ain't her business. Ain't nobody business you on parole. That's your business. You know, she said, number one cause. She think you cheating. She gonna call me, say you threatened her. She want you out the house. Now you don't have a home plan. Yeah, I mean, I gotta take you back up that you get one. She was like, stop with me your business.
Right.
Yeah,
you know,
Dang.
so it was heavy, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. So 5 years out, bruh, what you got going on now? You know what I mean? What's the organizations talking? You know,
I got grown, which Game Respect Our Worst Nights. That's me and my brother personal organization.
yeah.
We started that to help guys coming home. You know, we do
What it's called?
grown.
Gain respect.
Gain and respect on our worst nights.
Okay.
Meaning, you know, that worst night, that night we did the dumb shit, we want to gain respect over this. We want to come over, get over that shit. And also mean grown because we were just juveniles. Now we adults.
Right.
We ain't that kid no more. You know, so we always stay grown.
Right.
When I leave, you say, yo, bro, stay grown. No doubt.
Right.
Because I'm a grown ass man. I'm not a kid.
Right.
And I'm going to do grown man stuff.
Right.
You know, so we doing organizations. We got a little bit of funding. You know, we doing little things with people, you know. But also, I'm the director for a community crisis adventure program over at PAN. You know, and this the biggest violent venture program in the city.
Right.
You know, I got 62 employees underneath me. You know, and we got teams every part of the city. They out there at night and day talking to the shooters, mentoring the young boys. You know, we do victim assistance work. Say somebody gets shot, we come to the family. What do you need? You know, one family said, you know, he got shot in his back, but he's sleeping on the couch. We in the board him a bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so he can heal properly. We give out wound care. You know, we do the things the family. We get emergency food. Give me a food list. You know, we go shop right, get the food list for you.
Yeah.
You know, so we try to stop it on both ends. Intervention and prevention. You know, so we always like right now. I'm in the interviewing process. I need people to come in. I got
Right.
I got 7 openings.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I need people to come in, man. I need
Right.
credible people. We use the credible messenger model. You know, you got to be credible. You can't go to the neighborhood you ain't credible.
Right.
You know, we had one person. This boy told a hell of a story. You know, he was such and such jail. You can't tell me that.
Right.
All I gotta do is send an email up that joint.
Right.
And get your whole resume.
Right.
Sucker ball.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I said,
right.
matter of fact, where you from? I'm gonna say it's your neighborhood. We're gonna do a ride out.
Yeah.
Right.
We do a ride as part of the interviewing process. You say you from Nicetown, from Safety Oaxaca.
We
We're
going
gonna take
down
you over there.
Right.
Who know you over there? He say he from 54th and Chester. We take him up there. The young boys on the corner, right? Oh, my young boys. You go over here and talk to the drunks, though. We ain't talking to the young boys, which is our target audience, who we trying to reach.
Right.
I say, young boy, I'm hollering and be rapping. I say, y'all know him? Man, we don't know that nigga.
Damn.
I'm like, I can't hire you.
Right.
You ain't credible in your own neighborhood. And also, you stupid.
Right.
I asked you to take me to where people know you at.
Right.
You take me to motherfuckers don't know you at.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want you working for me.
Right.
Right.
You don't show no brains to begin with, you
Right.
know. So I got 7 openings, man. You know, we need credible people, man. You know, we was blessed to get Spado down there.
Yeah.
I got Spado with me, man, doing great work.
Right.
You know, going to do studies and talk to the kids, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like,
seen Speedo last.
Got Spado, Rajul, Jason.
Yeah.
The old head school. We got some
I'm
guns.
on your bumper.
We got some, we got some guns down there,
That's
man. We got some old heads, man. That's really about, you know, helping the youth, man. Trying to shape this culture we in.
That's dope. You want for the viewers, you want to give a contact, or how can they get in
Well,
contact with the organization?
Well, Grown, you can look up grown.com.
There we go.
You know, that's my personal organization. You know, you got young kids need mentorship, somebody to talk to. We gotta come through.
Yeah.
Pull up to the house.
Right.
You know, we don't just it ain't no one and done. We got a young boy telling, he said, "Oh, Ed, you come and talk to me one time, don't waste your breath."
Right.
So I need consistency. I need you to be there for me. I said, I'm giving you my word, I got you.
Right.
And I'm there for him.
Yeah.
3 in the morning, he called me. Babe, I got to take care of this. She understand. They make sure we all right. I get on the road, make sure we all right.
Right.
No, emergencies don't happen on 9 to 5 hours.
No.
They happen unconventional hours.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to be flexible enough to understand that. You know, in PAN, you know, you love PAN at Philadelphia Anti-Violence Network. You know, that's my work job. You know, that's what pay the bills. You know, and you know we do a lot there. You got kids that need help there, we help there too. You know, you've been a victim of crime, victim of violence. You need some support. You need counseling. You need, you know, a lot of times people get counseling they need. If you get shot, you know, mentally you fucked up. I just got shot. They never let that stuff out.
Right.
Like we going through things now they call ACEs, After Childhood Experiences, that we all go through now. Stuff happened in our childhood we never dealt with. It follows into our adulthood.
Right.
You know, I'm a big proponent of seeing psychiatrists. I know I'm the fuck crazy.
Yeah.
I know I got issues. I don't run from it.
Right.
So I see my psych at least once a month. And we sit down and we talk, we bust it up. This is what I'm going through. This is what I've been through. You know, and you know, I had to have a black psych. Somebody can understand me as a black man. Not against the white psych, whatever. At least somebody can understand my situation, where I come from.
Right.
You know, and we talk. That's what we do all the time. Nothing wrong with getting help.
Right.
It don't make you crazy, it make you smart.
Right.
You know, realize what your triggers are and what's going to trigger me. Like we live in a society, man, where any given time shit can pop off. And we all know it can take one thing to make you revert back to who you used to be.
Quick.
For sure.
You know, we all fight that.
Yeah.
We fight them demons, man.
Every day.
We fight them demons, man. Like we're not going back to that person. You know, but that person, you know, that person's still there. You look in the mirror, you'll see that person still there. You know, you got to fight that person. It's not who I want to be. It's not who I'm going to be. You know, realize that that person, given the right circumstances, can pop the fuck out. So what you got to do is stay with them circumstances, man. I tell you, I was so proud of you, man. When Mookman Jr., man, I pulled up on you. I was proud how you handled that, man. Like, seriously, man, that shows so much growth and maturity, man. You handle that shit like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you chose to do it the way our religion teaches us to do it, man. You know, and I tell you, one of these young boys I go see, Sadiq, wanted to talk to on the phone.
Yeah.
You know, he love your son to death.
Yeah.
He always asks about me. I was to see him Tuesday.
Yeah.
He always asks about you. Good, solid young boy. Come on, he be home probably next year. Really good dude, man. You know, he always talk about the wife. How, you know, she helped raise him in the crib. He's over there. You know, so I was proud how you handled that, man. That showed growth and maturity, man, on another level.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You know, when it happened, I'm thinking about, you know, who you know. I see. I gotta talk to my boy. Make sure he in the right mind frame. Because you came through far. You're doing too many terrific things to go backwards, man. Like what you doing is touching so many lives, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
on so many levels, man. And I'm telling you, man, I'm proud of you, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Proud of you too, man.
Sure.
I know where you come from too.
For sure.
I know what's underneath that calm demeanor, you know what I mean? And I'm happy, man, we place where we at now.
Right.
You know, where we made it through that storm. Because we can still be buried inside the penitentiaries, man. Or buried in a negative mindset, but we not. Yeah, I mean,
that's an imprisonment itself.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Having that mindset. Yeah.
No doubt, man.
Definitely, man. Yeah.
You know, some people come home, but do they actually come home?
Right.
Their mind's still inside that prison.
Inside the jail, yeah.
You know, you said something important. People want to be free, but they're prepared to be free.
Right.
Like anybody can walk these streets.
Right.
What are you doing in these streets still? You know, I always tell people, man, employment is everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you can't find a job. It might not be a job that you want.
Yeah.
But it's the job that you where you want to be at, though. Everything's a stepping stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so that's advice I give people, man. You know, walk them stepping stones, man.
Take them stepping stones.
Take your time.
Yeah.
For
Take
sure.
your time,
Because
man.
I had a conversation. Somebody had called me. They had asked me for a bean, asked me for $100. And I had told them, you know, because I normally would do it. You know what I mean? When I used to run, I give them a bean, give them two, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I had, I would look out. And they became codependent on it, right? And I had told them, I said, "Damn, you know what I did today?" He said, "Damn, what you do today?" I said, I Instacart. He said, "What's that?" I said, "That's a job where you go grocery shopping for people."
Yeah, I did that.
I said, I Instacart up in the county. You got a car? He said, "Yeah, I got a car." I said, "Bro, so if I give you a bean, that's gonna leave me with $50 because I made $150 today."
Yeah.
I said, "I can't give you a bean today, baby."
Right.
I said, "You gotta put that car to work." You know what I mean? Go ahead and put your stuff on the computer. They said, "Damn, let me ask you something, boss." "Oh, yeah, I know where you come from. What made you do that?" I said, "Because it was humbling."
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at in my life. I'm trying to focus on doing things that humbles me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And as opposed to always running to the things I know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's you know, at some point, you know, we can get away with it. At some point, that shit catch up with you.
Catch up.
You know what I'm saying? And that
up,
be
man.
you trying to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I told dudes, man, during COVID, I did Instacart. I did Amazon Flex. Yeah, I mean, I did all them jobs on COVID, man.
Right. Man shit,
man. And I'm telling you, man, listen, I missed that Amazon Flex.
Right.
Yeah.
During COVID, nobody was out.
Right.
So it was hard to get drivers. So I'm getting $250 to make a run to Jersey.
Right.
Deliver 10 packages.
Yeah.
I'm coming from Delaware County. I was at Prospect Park.
Right. Okay.
Like, listen, I'm killing them.
Yeah.
I'm throwing 2-3 runs a day. Listen, I missed that money, man.
Right.
That was some good ass money.
Good money.
You know, as soon as COVID over with, everybody coming out. Now the money started going down. I'm done with it.
Right.
That money was good, man.
No, that was good, bro.
Man,
we
that
talking
was
about $250. That's $7,500 a month.
Yeah, that's
Listen,
great money.
I was loving that shit.
Right.
Still had miles on the car.
That's a
It
quota.
was worth it, you know what I mean?
That's a quota every day. 250.
$250,
I was out that motherfucker, man, making
That's
them
the
runs,
numbers
man.
we be. You know how
That's
we
our
numbers
runs, man.
numbers
Yeah.
person. You know what I mean? We like to we make this. You know what I mean? 300. That's nice. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Yeah, 250. I ain't even counting the 50.
Yeah, that's
Right.
I'm just trying to
tuck the deuce.
tuck the
Tuck-
6,000.
You're right.
the
The
month. I'm trying to
6,000
get
a
the
month. Right.
6,000.
No doubt.
And the actually just, I
All right,
can make
put
something
that in
happen
the
with that
gas.
I'm
money.
gonna tell you, my wife picked me down with something. She was like, babe, when you come in, all your 5s and 1s, just throw in that box over there. Every night.
Right.
So I'm throwing that shit every night. Everybody, she doing it, you know. So when we moved from Fishtown to buy the house we had now, I was like, okay, what the fuck is in this box?
Right.
So we throw shit in this box over a year. Like every day, without fail. If I forget, she'll do it for me. Man, we count that fucking box up, man. It was over $7,000 that goddamn box.
Yeah.
Damn, that was love.
That was love.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man.
Discipline.
I was like, shit. Now we doing it again here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Shit, let's do it
Do it
again.
again.
you know
Let's
what I
do it
mean?
again, right.
You know, so that's just the thing, man. Of, you know, then coming home, built my credit up crazy. I was in the 700s.
Right.
They started sending me all these credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
My wife telling me what to do, but I ain't listening.
Right.
I'm just buying anything on this. I'm swiping.
Yeah.
Swipe.
Right.
Fuck my credit up. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and she watched me do it.
Right.
She said, you don't want to listen, okay.
She taught you a lesson.
Then she said, okay, now let's rebuild this shit.
Let's clean it back
Let's
up.
clean it
Right,
up, you know what I
right,
mean?
That's
right.
what partners do.
And we cleaned it up.
And
yeah,
we cleaned it up, right.
You know,
right.
but that was part of coming home, going in at 17, never
Right.
understanding credit, never understanding bank accounts, none of that shit. And
It-
having to learn, you know what I mean?
Right. It definitely
I was happy it wasn't detrimental.
Right.
You know, she let me get spanked a little bit, then
Right.
brought me back around, you know.
Yeah.
Now she handling the finances. I'm good with that.
Right.
Yeah, no,
Right. That's
for
all
sure.
that.
I'm
Man.
good with that.
I'm cool with that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta
that's-
learn your lane.
Yeah.
Lanes is lanes.
No
So
doubt.
lanes,
I'm just
bro.
trying to stay on top. I ain't trying to
Right.
go back down.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
Shit, if it take the wife to go ahead and take care of the little finance, because sometimes I might forget something.
Yeah.
She
Right.
not.
She don't forget it.
She don't forget
She know
nothing.
these bills
Right.
due.
It's due. She
ain't don't forget,
the
you know what I
bread
mean?
there, go ahead and pay it.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. That's what we tell people all the time, man.
That's
Like,
all that, man.
Yeah.
you know, you got to learn finances,
But
man.
that's the lane, though, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean, you got to
lane,
learn
man.
shit, man.
Especially when you got your wife, man, your
Yeah.
woman.
It's good to have a great woman,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
It's nothing like it,
It's
man.
nothing
Nothing
like
like
it.
it.
Nothing like it, man. You know, you look forward to going home.
Right.
Nothing like
right.
it. That's
I can't wait to get home to my
like it.
wife. I'm looking forward to go. You know, you look forward to go home. You
Right.
out. You're like, man, I'm about
That's,
to go
that's
home.
why it's
Yeah, I'm
important
about to go home.
It's
man.
important to
Yeah.
build
I'm about to go home.
friendships. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like solid friendships.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's real important.
we have
And
fun
it's
together, man.
And it's important to be honest.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
No doubt.
And no matter how
You gotta
how
be
that
honest.
look,
Yeah.
I'm
She
big
brutally
on that.
honest. She
Yeah,
don't
it's-
pull no punches, and I appreciate it. You
Because
know
when
what I
you
mean?
just be lying, that's what your relationship gonna be built on, lies
Exactly.
and deception.
Go along to get along,
And
Yeah, I
and it's
mean-
gonna catch up.
eventually.
And
Yes,
it's gonna always be tension. You
No
know
doubt.
what I mean? Now the trust going.
no doubt.
Now y'all really, you know what I mean? Y'all really violated each other, so it's really time to give each other
Exactly,
some space.
you
Because a lot of people don't know how to come back from that.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like everything you say and do now, I don't trust you. So now once
Exactly.
that happens, it's time to really.
Once that trust going, it's hard to rebuild.
It's hard to rebuild.
Hard to rebuild
you know
that
what I
trust,
mean?
man. You know, they went to the fire with us.
Right.
You know, we still staying strong with them. That's the key part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I tell people all the time, man, and your friendships, man.
Right.
Build friends and motherfuckers that's winning,
Right.
Yeah.
but that want to win.
Right.
Hey, before we really close it out, I want you to talk about like your relationship with Larry Krasner.
Okay.
And like what you got going on with some of the lifers that's inside right now. Trying to help him get out of jail. I know we talked about Sharif.
Yeah.
How long we've been locked up now?
37 years, man. Crime he absolutely didn't do.
That's a fact.
Absolutely didn't do it. 100% didn't do it, man.
And
37 years.
He's
in,
been
man.
locked up 37 years.
You know, when Larry, I worked for Crash for 2 years. I was a crime intervention specialist, and I was in the community relations unit with him. You know, and Larry, he who we say he is. You know, his thing is, I'm gonna measure justice fairly.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
I heard him say that plenty of times.
I'm not looking. I'm
yeah.
not looking to give you the max. But I'm gonna hold you responsible though. But I'm the opportunity to get out. I'm not looking to hold you forever.
Yeah.
You know, but I gotta hold you. I gotta hold you. You know, to accountability.
Right.
You know, and that's one thing I respect about him.
And that's man shit though.
That's man shit.
That's
Yeah.
man shit.
Definitely
People-
man
yeah,
shit.
that's man shit.
That's man shit.
Gotta
You
be
know,
held
so
accountable. Gotta
he
be.
called me all the time, bro. I'm gonna have the press conference, man. You want to come through? I'm gonna be there for you. One thing I respect is, you know, before Larry got in office, they was offering juvenile lifers 35, 40, 50 years. Was giving nobody no time served. We all was like, man, this boy running for election, nobody get re-sentenced yet. Let's see what we do when he get in. He came in from the rip, got 40 years in, unbelievable. Time served. Let me see his record. Time served. You know, he came in and gave you time accordingly. You know, if you doing some fucked up shit, you got a fucked up record. Listen, you got 25 in, give me 27. Right
Clean
now,
it
you
up.
ain't ready yet. Clean that shit
Right.
up.
Clean
You
something.
know,
clean it.
that's how he came in.
We gotta get Larry
know?
on the couch.
So, no doubt. So,
Yeah.
respect him to the end of the world. Because he who we say he is. He
Mm.
don't say I'm this in the public, but he this in private.
Right.
Whoever we say in private he is, he's the same thing in the public. You know, and I know him personally. We talk.
Right.
You know, So who he say he is, man? You know,
I seen him in the
people-
courtroom. He represented a friend of mine down in the federal building.
Yeah,
He went to work. I mean, my man but he really respected his client.
yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people with them lawyers, and in my experience, they realize it'd be like they be feeling like we work for them.
Right. So
When-
vice versa.
Instead of vice versa,
Right.
right? When in all actuality, when my man was in that seat, every time my man whispered to him, he did it, and it offended the judge. The judge was like, damn, like, well, you know, like
Who's-
basically offended that
Exactly.
my man, he did everything my man said to do.
As he
You know
should.
what I'm saying? As he should.
Because I'm doing this time, not you.
Right, and the judge was offended.
Yeah.
Yeah, the judge was offended.
They, you know,
It was a
you
little
know,
issue back and forth.
They
about
get
it.
offended now. You know, when I worked in the office, it was funny, right? I would go to the community meetings all over the city. And some ones I went through was like, we hate Larry Krasner joints.
Mm.
You know, I had to sit there and hear them lie
Right.
about Larry,
Right.
about his policies.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, somebody get locked up, Larry let him right out of prison. He let these guys go, he get them low bail.
Yeah.
You know, all this they saying.
Right.
You know, and I couldn't defend it.
They trying
Because I couldn't get in an argument, you know, at these meetings. I'm representing the office. You know, as soon as I left the office, though, I went back as a citizen and corrected that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, the cops kept saying, Larry got our hands tied. I said, well, explain to me why. So what Larry doing when you can't do your job?
Right.
You can't beat a confession? Can't falsify evidence? Can't plant evidence?
Right.
This what you talking about?
Yeah.
No, let me know. Because I'm curious now. I'm no longer in the office. Like now I'm speaking for me now, not the office.
Yeah.
Explain to me what he doing to tie your hands.
Yeah. Right.
You can't solve no fucking crimes.
Right.
That's bullshit. And they couldn't answer the question.
And
Couldn't answer it, man.
let me throw this in there. When you say about corruption, right? And this my own experience. When I talk about corruption,
Yeah.
and people will be thinking like, well, you was in the street, you just you know what I mean? You making
Right.
excuses, thinking I'm making excuses.
Right.
No, I was 18 years old, bro.
Mm.
When I was down in that bubble, they tried to deceive me.
Mm.
But imagine how many other people they doing this with.
Right.
Yeah.
They made a statement up. They drew a statement.
Yeah.
And then they put it under a piece of paper.
Mm.
It was a carbon copy piece of paper, bro. And they said, this paper is for Bell.
Mm.
Once I would have signed that paper, I would have been
Signed the
signing on a
confession.
statement underneath, bro.
Ooh.
Because
Vicious.
when I read the paper, I looked up, I'm reading this stuff, and I read underneath one of the papers, I'm like, yo, what's this?
Yeah.
They said, I such and such
Right.
committed the crime, such and such. I'm like, and they like, no, this for Bell. I'm like, no,
Ain't no
no.
motherfucking
But I
Bell
knew
there.
I wasn't getting no Bell.
Right,
anyway,
right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I'm thinking like, damn, how many other people they really did this to?
They-
Now they saying you told when you like, I don't even know where that came from.
Exactly. I'm
Yeah,
telling
they
you, man.
They play a lot of games in that.
I always told people, they got me fair and square. I can't cry about it.
right,
My whole bed never cried about doing my time
Yeah.
because I actually did this shit.
Right.
And they got me fair and square. Every evidence they had was real evidence.
Right.
Couldn't cry about it. But I cried about my co-defendant. He had nothing to do with this shit.
Yeah.
He just happened to be there, man. You know, and I always tell people, they say that ends justify the means. No, it don't. We play by a system. The system got rules in it.
right,
I don't care if you know I did it or not. You can't make evidence say that I did it.
Right.
right.
Prove I did it the right way. Convict me the right way and I'm good with it.
Exactly.
Don't falsify evidence on me. Don't lie on me. That's what we seeing now.
Right.
Even with Shakur case, Andre Harvey. You had the, listen, this is fucking unbelievable. You had the cops bringing people in to testify,
Right.
let them fuck their women, bringing them drugs, all kinds to testify against these people. And that's on record, what they was doing.
Wow.
Mm.
So that's how he was turning motherfuckers in state evidence. All right, this is what we need you to say. You say this, your girlfriend, you can fuck her every week. She can bring you drugs, whatever you want. And that's what he did to Shakur and them, man. Unbelievable, man.
Hmm.
And all that's on record.
Wow.
Factual.
How long Shakur, how long he been like?
Shakur got almost 40 years in now. Almost
Man.
40 years, man.
Hmm.
Innocent should be in there. Yeah, I mean, you know, inshallah, he'll be coming home soon, you know. But it's crazy, man, when you got a good man, Larry Krasner, allowing people to get their homicide files and see this stuff that you're never supposed to see.
My gripe, and I like talking about this type of stuff
Yeah.
because my gripe is this. One of the gripes I got with the system, the Lynn Abraham system, is that they overcharged. They used to, okay, I did it, granted.
Right.
But when they overcharge you,
Right.
and then the jury is ignorant to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
So they, all right, give him life. Like I got a friend, Robert Richardson, named Quick, right? And he was overcharged. His case was really a 3rd-degree case.
Right.
How you get life? They was out gambling. The guy was going to the car. They start arguing.
Yeah.
The guy was going to the car. The guy got slumped. I don't know who slumped him, but the guy got slumped. Whoever you saying slumped him, it was an argument there. That's 3rd degree. There's no premeditation, none of that. Everything happened in that moment.
In that moment.
You know what I'm saying?
There was no pre-thought to it.
So it was Robert Richardson and Clifford Brown. They gave him, and the actual guy was arguing with Clifford Brown.
Wow.
But they saying Quick. They saying Robert Richardson, the one that did it. He was sitting there quiet, and then he jumped up and did it. But whatever happened, it happened in seconds.
Right.
Why are they having a penalty phase and all that? That wasn't that type of case.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to tell you what Pennsylvania do is, well, definitely Philadelphia, they give you a general charge of murder.
Say it again.
A general charge of murder.
Right.
When you get life of murder, you get every charge of murder on there.
Yeah, right.
Right.
And they throw it in the wall and see what sticks.
See what stick, exactly.
You know, like this was the crazy part. With Trayvon, they got killed in Florida.
Right.
They purposely overcharged Zimmerman. They knew they couldn't meet the burden to prove second-degree murder.
Right.
So they overcharged them, knowing he would beat the case.
Right.
You know, in Pennsylvania, if they had to charge you with that degree of murder, people beat these damn cases.
Right.
Because you're not going to be able to prove elements of it.
Right.
So what they do is they give you a general charge of murder. You know, and they see what sticks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
It's a lot, man.
This been a real one. You know what I'm saying?
Lot,
I appreciate you coming up.
Always,
you know
man.
what I mean?
Always,
This is
man.
all that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I definitely appreciate you coming up, and hopefully the viewers can take something, and you know what I mean, and make it work out for them or their family or whatever.
Definitely, man.
You know what I'm saying? What we doing, bro?
Never hot table of consequence, bro. We putting it out there, bro.
Yeah,
we doing the work, bro.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what it look like, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Definitely
sure.
shout out to my guy Ike. You know what I mean?
Always,
Mr.
man.
Jones, good job.
Always, man.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? Let's do it.
Let's do it.